The war on terror continues all around the world. Just last Friday, President Barack Obama announced he will be sending out 100 U.S. troops to Uganda, East Africa, to combat the Lord's Resistance Army that is responsible for decades of war crimes. Last month, I was in Uganda during the 10-year anniversary of 9/11, a period in our country that made all of us realize terrorism, it is real. The memories of 9/11 don't only resonate with Americans. Terrorist attacks are global, and the impact of September's tragedy is widespread.
A second airplane, a 727, just rammed into the building.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh no!
What side of the overpass? North side?
Recalling the 10th anniversary of September 11th, as an American, it took place in Uganda, East Africa, where their own capital city of Kampala was faced with deadly terrorist attacks in 2010 during the World Cup. Reflecting back on September 11th for me in a completely different place, thinking about the attacks that took place in America, the worst attacks in history, I couldn't help but wonder how 9/11 affected the rest of the world. Then I looked at the headlines and found this. The first paragraph in Uganda's Sunday Monitor on September 11, 2011 says, "There have been very few human interest stories as gripping as what happened that day to the most powerful nation in the world. These fateful events unfolding in the United States were watched and avidly followed thousands of miles away in Uganda, as almost everywhere else on Earth." Much like the rest of the world, newsstands in Africa were lined with articles recalling how terrorism cast its shadow on America. People were watching from all different windows of the world on that deadly day.
You know, when we first got the news, we felt like it's incredible, unimaginable, and unexpected. In our opinion, this is the pride of America, and we wouldn't expect attacks taking place in such areas.
Jinja, one of the largest cities in Uganda, is guided by Mayor and national political leader Baswali Kazala. He remembers 9/11 vividly. It made him realize that terrorism is real and that one day he may also fall victim to such terrorism. He believes dialogue is key.
I know that people have difference of opinion, but what is important is to dialogue and not to use force, not to use weapons of destruction.
We also scared, and we are just watching on the internet what is going on there. It's really, really painful.
Bipin, hotel manager, was working in the Middle East city of Dubai when the Twin Towers were hit. 10 years later, he can still remember and describe that fateful day.
Everything was becoming dark. People was crying. Nobody knows what is happening, first of all, because when first plane was attacked, it was saying, might be accident. And people was, that just, what is the idiot pilot was doing that? When second plane was attacked, and then we realized, this is the act of terrorists.
Onlookers were taking note and discussing America's dark day. Even one 25-year-old from Japan who was just a teen on 9/11, learning about the news from his cell phone.
I couldn't understand that message. What is this? Yeah, it's like that. That is what I thought. America? New York? World Trade Center? What?
The windows of the world opened up all around the globe as doom stared us in the face, touching the lives of culturally diverse people.
I listened to President Barack Obama on the anniversary. it was in respect of giving respects to people who died in that incident, but at the same time appealing to the American people and the whole world to look at the future with a lot of hope, and in the hope that we shall have a world free of terrorism.
Helping to keep America the land of the free and the home of the brave. Reporting from Uganda, East Africa on the 10-year anniversary of 9/11, I'm Tawnya Rush.